All right, I need to get something off my chest because I just read something that genuinely made my blood boil, and if you're a Knicks fan, you're about to feel exactly the same way. Jalen Brunson just won a championship. Let that sink in for a second. The first one this franchise has seen in 53 years. 53 years. Generations of fans grew up, grew old, some of them passed away, never once seeing this team hoist a trophy. And the guy who finally ended that curse, the guy who dragged his roster on his back through the toughest conference in basketball, is still getting treated like some kind of afterthought. Before I get into it, do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. I mean it. This channel runs on people who actually care about this team getting seen. And if you're not along with me right now, that thumbs up costs you nothing. And it tells me I'm not the only one who's fed up. So here's what happened. A basketball outlet just dropped their rankings for the best point guards in the league heading into next season, and they put Brunson at number 4. Fourth, behind Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Fine, I'll give you that one. The man's a 2-time MVP. That's a fair argument. Behind Luka Doncic. Okay, sure, Luka's a walking triple-double. I can live with that too. But behind Cade Cunningham, who Brunson's own team eliminated from the playoffs. That's not a basketball opinion anymore. That's just disrespect with extra steps. And this isn't even the first time this summer. First, it was a video game cover snub, where the guy Brunson beat in the finals got the big honor instead of him. Then it was the MVP odds for next season, where 8 different players got listed ahead of him like he didn't just win an entire roster to a title. Now this. At what point does winning actually start meaning something in this league? Let's talk numbers for a second. Because the numbers back this up. During the regular season, Brunson averaged 26 points, almost 7 assists, over 3 rebounds, shooting close to 47% from the field, and knocking down almost 37% of his threes. That earned him a spot on the All-NBA second team. That's not a scrub having a nice year. That's a top-tier guard by any measurement you want to use. But if you really want to talk about who shows up when it counts, look at the playoffs. Brunson led the entire league in fourth-quarter scoring during the postseason, putting up nearly 10 points a game in the final period alone, and he did it shooting over 56% from the field, over 52% from 3, and better than 90% from a free throw line in those clutch minutes. That's not luck. That's a killer instinct that almost nobody else in this league has right now. If you're getting fired up watching this, drop a comment below and tell me where you had Brunson ranked. Because I want to see how many of you agree with me that this is flat-out disrespectful. Then came the finals. San Antonio, loaded with talent. Victor Wembanyama anchoring that defense. A deep group of guards trying everything they could to slow Brunson down. And what happened? New York blew them out. A 42-point demolition in that series-defining game, with Brunson getting to whatever spot on the floor he wanted, shooting over Wembanyama's outstretched arms like he wasn't even there. San Antonio threw bodies at him all series, and it didn't matter. He got his shot off anyway, every single time. And let's not forget, this isn't a one-time playoff run either. Go back to the year before Brunson and the Knicks knocked Cunningham's own Pistons out of the playoffs. So the guy ranking above him right now is someone Brunson has already beaten on the biggest stage available. Explain that logic to me, because I genuinely cannot. Here's what really gets me. In this league, size gets you hype before you've proven anything. Highlight reel athleticism gets you hype. Being a former number 1 pick gets you hype. But actually winning, actually delivering when your team needs you most, actually closing out a championship, somehow that gets treated like it's worth less. Brunson has done every single thing you could possibly ask a superstar to do, and he still has to fight for basic respect from people who are supposedly paid to evaluate this stuff. If this is frustrating you as much as it's frustrating me, smash that like button and leave a comment with your honest top 5 point guards in the league right now. I read every single one of them, and I want to know if I'm the only one who thinks this ranking is a joke. Look, I get that Cunningham, Doncic, and Gilgeous-Alexander all had strong regular seasons, some with better overall win totals, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend those guys aren't great players. But rankings like this are supposed to measure the complete picture, not just a highlight package from November through April. When the lights get brightest, when the stakes are at their absolute highest, Brunson has been the best point guard on the planet. Full stop. He proved it against Detroit. He proved it against San Antonio, and he is still waiting for the credit that should already be his. At some point, this stops being a coincidence and starts looking like a pattern. Every summer, some list comes out, and every summer, Brunson gets stuck outside the group of guys who actually get celebrated the way they deserve. Meanwhile, the trophy is sitting in New York. The banner is going up in the rafters. And somehow, that still isn't enough to move the needle with people making these rankings. So here's my question for all of you watching this. How many championships does this man need to win before people start ranking him where he actually belongs? Because from where I'm sitting, the resume speaks for itself, and it's about time the rankings caught up to reality. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next update. Hit that like button one more time if you made it this far, and you're as frustrated as I am, and drop your comment below with your own rankings. Let's get this conversation going, because Brunson deserves to see just how many of us actually have his back. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.